Hi everybody, it's Maureen of Maureen 97 Designs, and today I want to talk to you about quilting rulers or templates. Not too long ago I stumbled upon the Westalee brand quilting rulers and I thought they were really interesting, and I quickly became addicted to them once I started using them because you can make these beautiful designs, quilted designs on your projects. And it takes a little bit of practice to get good at it, but once you do, you can make just the most beautiful designs, and you're not doing free motion because you're actually using a ruler to help guide the needle. So they come out really, really wonderful, and it's not that hard to do, so I am really in love with them for doing my own quilts at home. I don't have a long arm machine and I don't want to spend the money to send my quilts out, so being able to do the quilting at home on my home machine is really, really helpful and saves me a lot of money. Although I do spend a lot of money on the templates themselves, so, well, that's another story. But anyway, I wanted to show you, this is a quilt I recently finished, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but maybe it would be easier if you look on the back. I've got a swirl here that's on my piano keyboarder. You can kind of see that, and then I have I have the feather pattern here. It's actually a curved feather pattern in this part, and then I've got in the log cabin blocks themselves a star pattern. Sorry, I know it's really hard to see. Maybe if you look on the, let's see if it looks better on the back. Oh, and then I have hearts down here. So bear in mind it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. So yeah, there's the heart. You can see that. There we go. And see how perfect that is? I would never be able to free motion that. And then the kind of swirl, the candy swirl. Anyway, so I wanted to introduce you, if you're not familiar with quilting rulers, I wanted to kind of take some time to introduce what they are. And actually, let me show you, I have these samples. It might be a little bit easier to see. I still have to finish the one corner on this. What these are is just a layer cake. I took a layer cake and I put, there's two of each fabric. And so I put a piece of batting in between, and I'm just doing my ruler quilting on it. I'm doing like a quilt as you go style quilt, and once I do all the different blocks, then I'm going to attach them all together to make myself a quilt. And then this is kind of like the star pattern that's on my Christmas quilt that I just showed you. And here's another kind of swirly pattern. Sorry, these are kind of hard to see. I should be using contrasting thread to make it really show up. But then let me show you these. These are called template quilting, and it's also like reversed applique, where you actually put two pieces of material over your batting, and then you do your quilting, and then you take a pair of embroidery scissors and cut out the top layer of fabric so that it shows the underneath layer of fabric. Isn't that beautiful? So that's one sample I just finished. And here's another one. These are a lot easier to see. And here's one I did a while back, and that one I think is just stunning. So let me show you, in case you're not familiar with them, these are what the rulers look like. Let me get a piece of paper so you can really, hopefully you can see that better, and let me zoom in a little bit. So these are by Westalee, and they're distributed by SewSteady.com, and they have a ton of different rulers. this is great if you're just getting started. This is the sampler set, and it's got, you can make clamshells, you can make like circular flowery kind of designs, you can make a spiral, you can make just, this is a nice soft arc, and this is a 2-inch circle, and this is a small 4-inch arc. You can see it's a really deep arc. And then here's another one that you can make with the, it goes around in a circle, and it's kind of like a flowery looking design. But basically what you do is you have a special foot for your machine. They have different feet, ruler feet for different machines, and you just guide the foot through this template and it makes a design. And because you're following the template, it makes the perfect shape. And as long as you don't move the template, you can actually sew over it more than one time. Like if you want to do it 2 times, or if it's something where you need to sew it maybe a halfway around again to get to the other side, you can do that, and it's going to perfectly overlap that first line of stitching, and it gives it a little more pronounced look to it so that it's a little more dramatic. But yeah, basically these are it. I have a whole ton of different rulers. I'm obsessed with using these and trying to come up with different designs, so I've bought a lot of them. But they can be a little pricey. I would suggest that you start with the sampler set if you're going to start with these, and then work your way out to the different shapes. And if you have any questions or comments about these, you want to learn some more, I'd love to share that with you. I'm not an expert by any means. I mean, I just found these within the last few months. So yeah, my stitching is not perfect. I don't always get them exactly correct, but I am very interested in it and a little bit knowledgeable and very willing to share. So if you'd like me to share more, please let me know. And until next time, I'll see you later.